Hello, everybody, and welcome to our half-hour tournament preview show for Mid-American Conference men's basketball. And the talk of basketball, college basketball, has been the Miami Redhawks. Let's welcome in Joe Lunardi, ESPN bracketologist. Joe, appreciate the time very much. Redhawks 31-0. What do they need to do to get into the NCAA tournament?
If I were on the selection committee, they wouldn't have to do anything other than show up for the MAC tournament. I mean, look, 30-0, heading into this thing, 31-0, just an extraordinary season. And if we're truly a national championship and we truly represent all levels of Division I, and we don't include a team with 30-plus wins, I think we've totally lost the plot.
So if, say they run the table and they win the MAC tournament, how high of a seed can you see them getting as an undefeated Mid-American Conference tournament champion?
I think that, and I've been saying this for almost a month now, I think if they do run the table, I see them being in an 8-9 game. There's some precedent for that. Oftentimes over the years, not so much in recent years, but we've seen instances where there was a big disparity between, let's say, a team's computer rankings and maybe its rankings in the media polls. A lot of those teams over the years have ended up in an 8-9 game, and I could see that happening here to Miami.
So when you look at it, there's another team, Akron. Everybody's been talking about Miami and how well they're playing. Does Akron have a case to be made if they make the MAC finals that they could get in as an at-large?
I don't think so. And it's been 26 years since the MAC has gotten an at-large bid. If I'm not mistaken, we'd have to go back to the early 2000s. I don't happen to agree with that. I tend to stand up and shout from the rooftops more for mid-majors. But while Akron and Miami may be very close on the court, I'm not sure they're very close in the court of public opinion. And I think that court of public opinion includes the 12 members of the NCAA men's basketball committee. And again, we were in their space about 2.5, 3 weeks ago to do a mock selection exercise. And we were there, the committee members were there, members of the media, and I can tell you that Akron got very little support. Right or wrong, that was the deal. All the talk was about Miami. And it's a shame. The real shame is that they didn't play twice.
Yeah, and the flip side of it is no team has gone through Mid-American Conference tournament unbeaten since 1958. So it's something that it hadn't happened in 68 years. So that's how rare.
I don't think I was watching that year. I don't think I did a bracket that year.
No, you've been doing them for quite a while. Joe, thanks so much for taking some time. Appreciate it very much.
You bet.
Joe Lunardi, he is ESPN's bracketologist. We're going to step aside, take a quick timeout. Other side of the break, we'll take a look at the quarterfinal matchups in the Mid-American Conference men's basketball tournament. Stay with us. The half-hour MAC preview show continues.
Get ready for MACtion like never before. The 2026 Mid-American Conference Basketball Tournament presented by Credit Union One returns to Rocket Arena March 11th through the 14th. Every shot, every steal, every buzzer beater, it all comes down to this. The best of the MAC men's and women's teams battle for glory, pride, and a ticket to the big dance. Feel the intensity, hear the roar. MAC Tournament Basketball. Be there. Tickets on sale now at rocketarena.com.
You got so much to do, it's got you feeling blue. Put a little play in your day, 'cause it's fun all over the state. So come on, great games wait for you and me, the Ohio Lottery. Put a little play in your day, put a little play in your day.
Sports for CLE is an hour of news and discussion specifically for Northeast Ohioans. Browns, Cavs, Guardians, and Buckeyes. Sports for CLE goes in-depth on them all Monday through Friday. Hi, everybody. I'm Dave Bacon. Join me from 4 to 5 weekdays on Cleveland.com and YouTube as we go in-depth on Sports for CLE. We'll have the players making the news and the analysts covering it throughout Northeast Ohio. Join me Monday through Friday at 4 on Cleveland.com and YouTube for Sports for CLE. Welcome back to this special edition of Sports for CLE, where we are previewing the men's basketball tournament for the Mid-American Conference going on at Rocket Arena. We've heard from the expert. Now it's time to dive into the quarterfinal matchups. The first game of the day, the nation's only undefeated team, the Miami Redhawks, the top seed, take on the University of Massachusetts Minutemen. Travis Steele's Redhawks led the MAC, scoring an average of 90 points a game. However, they've been involved in some battles. They have won by 2 points in each of their last 3 games. Miami swept UMass in the regular season. The Minutemen were in striking distance within the final 5 minutes of both of those games. In game number 2 of the quarterfinals, it's the rubber match in the Battle of I-75 in January. The Rockets were victorious at home as Leroy Blyden Jr. hit the game winner. But on Valentine's Day, the Falcons got their revenge at home with Javonte Campbell leading the way with 19 points. The last time these two met in Cleveland was 2008. Toledo won that game by 4 points. Game 3 of the quarterfinals, the Akron Zips take on Buffalo. If not for Miami's perfect season, Zips could make a strong case to be a part of the big dance. In the past 2 seasons, John Gross's Zips are 34-2 in MAC play. That's the best 2-year stretch in MAC history, and they have almost identical points per game and winning margin to the Miami Redhawks. As for Buffalo, they punched their ticket to Cleveland on the final day of the regular season. Coach George Halkovich has done a great job turning around the program in his 3rd season with the Bulls. After winning only 13 games combined in his first 2 seasons, Buffalo ended with 17 wins overall this year. The final game of the quarterfinals, the 3 seed Kent State Golden Flashes take on the 6 seed Ohio Bobcats. Ohio lost 3 straight games to end the regular season, including a heartbreaker against Miami in overtime to finish off the regular season. However, Jeff Bowles' boys are always ready for the tournament. They won it all in 2021 as the 5 seed and even took down Virginia in the first round of the NCAA tournament. Kent State won the tournament 3 years ago and nearly won it in 2024. Rob Senderoff's squad will not be an easy out in this year's tournament either. Time for us to step aside, take a quick timeout. After we return, we'll examine the X factors for each team relative to winning the MAC tournament. You're watching a special edition of Sports for CLE, previewing the MAC men's basketball tournament. Stay with us.
Get ready for MACtion like never before. The 2026 Mid-American Conference Basketball Tournament presented by Credit Union 1 returns to Rocket Arena March 11th through the 14th. Every shot, every steal, every buzzer beater, it all comes down to this. The best of the MAC men's and women's teams battle for glory, pride, and a ticket to the big dance. Feel the intensity, hear the roar. MAC Tournament Basketball. Be there. Tickets on sale now at rocketarena.com.
You got so much to do, it's got you feeling blue. Put a little flag in your day, 'cause it's fun all over the state. So come on, great games wait for you and me, the Ohio Lottery. Put a little flag in your day, put a little flag in your day.
Sports Sports for CLE is an hour of news and discussion specifically for Northeast Ohioans. Browns, Cavs, Guardians, and Buckeyes. Sports for CLE goes in-depth on them all Monday through Friday. Hi, everybody. I'm Dave Bacon. Join me from 4 to 5 weekdays on Cleveland.com and YouTube as we go in-depth on Sports for CLE. We'll have the players making the news and the analysts covering it throughout Northeast Ohio. Join me Monday through Friday at 4 on Cleveland.com and YouTube for Sports for CLE. Welcome back to this special edition of Sports for CLE, previewing the Mid-American Conference Men's Basketball Tournament. We just took a look at the quarterfinal matchups. Now let's break it down to X factors for each team heading into the tournament. We begin with the top seed, the Miami Redhawks.
Good! 105, 1.5.
Peter Suter has become one of the most versatile pieces in Miami's lineup. That's exactly why he's the X factor in this tournament. Suter can score, rebound, and facilitate, giving the Redhawks flexibility on both ends of the floor. When he's aggressive offensively and active on the glass, Miami becomes a much tougher matchup. If Suter is filling the stat sheet in Cleveland, Redhawks could be a team that nobody wants to see trying to advance through the bracket. For the 2-seed Akron Zips, keep an eye on Tavari Johnson. The Zips already know what they're going to get defensively. But if Johnson's offense can spark something, it could be the difference in tight tournament games. He's a guard who can create his own shot, attack the rim, and stretch the defense when he's hitting from outside. If Johnson provides consistent scoring, along with Akron's usual defensive intensity, the Zips could be very dangerous at Rocket Arena this week. Kent State gets the 3 seed, and their X factor without a doubt is Delrico Gillespie. Gillespie brings physicality in the paint, protects the rim, and controls the glass, all things that become even more important in tournament basketball. But when he's also finishing around the basket and giving the Golden Flashes second chance points, he adds another dimension to this offense. If Gillespie dominates inside, Kent State's path through Cleveland gets a whole lot clearer. Toledo draws the 4 seed. Their X factor is freshman Leroy Blyden Jr. Toledo's offense is always dangerous, but Blyden Jr. could be the player who takes it up to another level in this tournament. Blyden brings energy, athleticism, and the ability to score in bunches when he finds a rhythm. Whether he's attacking the rim, knocking down open shots, or creating extra possessions, his production can swing momentum in a hurry. If Blyden provides that spark, Toledo becomes even tougher to slow down. Another X factor is former Rocket Javon Simmons. He gives Ohio a versatile presence that can swing games quickly. Simmons has the size and skill to impact things on the inside, but is also capable of stepping out and stretching the floor on the outside. That combination makes him difficult to defend, especially in short turnaround tournament games. When Simmons is active offensively and protecting the paint on defense, the Bobcats become a much more complete team. For the Bowling Green Falcons, Javante Campbell has the ability to impact the game in multiple ways. Campbell's quickness and playmaking help push the tempo, and he can create scoring opportunities for both himself and his teammates. In a tournament setting where possessions become more valuable, having a guard who leads the nation in steals per game allows the Falcons to control the pace and make critical plays. If Campbell is playing with confidence, Falcons can be a dangerous team. As we focus on the Buffalo Bulls, Ryan Sable has quietly become an important piece for Buffalo, and that's why he's the X factor for the Bulls heading into the tournament. Sable's ability to score from the perimeter and provide energy off the ball gives the Bulls another offensive option. When he's knocking down shots and playing confidently, Buffalo's spacing and scoring balance improve dramatically. If Sable gets hot at the right time, the Bulls could surprise some teams in Cleveland. Finally, MAC newcomer UMass has Leonardo Bedial, who brings a unique element to Massachusetts' lineup. The forward combines size with perimeter shooting, which allows him to stretch defenses and create space for the Minutemen's offense. When Bedial is knocking down shots and contributing on the boards, he gives UMass a versatility that is incredibly valuable. In a tournament setting, that ability to impact the game in different ways makes him a key X factor. We're going to step aside for a quick timeout. When we return, each of the teams will state their case for winning the MAC tournament at Rocket Arena this week. Sports for CLE's special edition of the MAC Men's Basketball Tournament Show. We'll be right back.
Get ready for action like never before. The 2026 Mid-American Conference Basketball Tournament presented by Credit Union 1 returns to Rocket Arena March 11th through the 14th. Every shot, every steal, every buzzer beater, it all comes down to this. The best of the MAC men's and women's teams battle for glory, pride, and a ticket to the big dance. Feel the intensity, hear the roar. MAC Tournament Basketball. Be there. Tickets on sale now at rocketarena.com.
You got so much to do, it's got you feeling blue. Put a little flag in your day, 'cause it's fun all over the state. So come on, great games wait for you and me. The Ohio Lottery. Put a little flag in your day. Put a little flag in your day.
Sports for CLE is an hour of news and discussion specifically for Northeast Ohioans. Browns, Cavs, Guardians, and Buckeyes. Sports for CLE goes in-depth on them all Monday through Friday. Hi everybody, I'm Dave Bacon. Join me from 4 to 5 weekdays on Cleveland.com and YouTube as we go in-depth on Sports for CLE. We'll have the players making the news and the analysts covering it throughout Northeast Ohio. Join me Monday through Friday at 4 on Cleveland.com and YouTube for Sports for CLE. When it comes to the Mid-American Conference Tournament, any team can get hot, go on a run, and win this tournament. With that said, here is each team's case for winning the MAC tournament and heading to the NCAAs.
Well, it was looking a little bit bleak down the stretch for UMass, but they're able to win their last game of the regular season, taking down Ohio and punching their ticket to Cleveland. So here's why they might be able to pull off an upset or two in the Mid-American Conference Championship. One, they've been in so many close games this season. They had a lead and had a chance to win on national TV at Miami earlier this season and had Miami on the ropes at home, couldn't get it done. They've been in so many close games, and they have some of the most prolific players in the conference. One of the leading scorers and rebounders, Leo Bettiol, along with some of the best three-point shooters, Marcus Banks Jr. and KJ Parker. So if those guys can get hot at the right time, who knows what will happen for Massachusetts. But they've been in so many of these close contests, 4 overtime games this season, some losses, some wins, but they know what it's going to be like when things get tight, and hopefully they're shooting the lights out.
I'm voice of the Buffalo Bulls, Paul Peck. The Bulls are back in the Mid-American Conference Tournament for the first time in 3 years. Here's the case for UB to win the Mid-American Conference Tournament. It starts with guard Ryan Sable. He was third in the conference in scoring. He hit more three-pointers than any other player in the MAC. He's a big reason why the Bulls can advance in this tournament. So is his partner at guard, Angelo Brizzi, who scored 20 points in 6 of his last 9 games. If those two guards can dominate in Cleveland, the Bulls will have a chance to move on in the MAC tournament and maybe get another shot at the top-seeded and undefeated Miami Redhawks. Buffalo gave them 2 of their toughest games this season. And that's the case for the UB Bulls to win the Mid-American Conference Tournament.
Can Ohio win the Mid-American Conference Tournament? Absolutely. I'll give you 3 reasons why. Jackson Pavletsky, Aiden Hadaway, and Jamin Simmons. I think Ohio has as good a big 3 as anybody does in this league right now, which makes Ohio a very dangerous basketball team. You toss into the fact that A.J. Sheldon's been shooting the ball very well lately from the perimeter, and J.J. Kelly has rapidly improved as the season has gone along, the freshman wing, who gives Ohio great minutes on both sides of the court heading into the MAC tournament. Now, the other thing about Ohio is the Bobcats, if they shoot the ball well from behind the three-point arc, that makes them even more dangerous. The addition of Kier Kuwani has added minutes for Jeff Bowles' basketball team. Jalen Breath, Dior Connors also giving quality minutes as well too. So this is a team that comes into this tournament, I think, in the mindset that this is a fresh start. Yes, they'll hit the tournament right around the 500 mark, and they have taken some difficult losses this season. But this is a team that I think getting to Cleveland is one that no one wants to see come up on their side of the bracket. Can Ohio win the MAC tournament? Absolutely.
Well, defense will be the name of the game if Bowling Green is going to win the Mid-American Conference Tournament. It has been a staple for the Falcons all season long. Bowling Green only allows just over 70 points a game, and it's the adjustments in the second half that I think is a big reason why Bowling Green can win in Cleveland. You start with individual efforts, and certainly a guy that should be the Mid-American Conference Defensive Player of the Year. You're talking Javante Campbell. Broke Bowling Green's single-season record for steals, and time in and time out, he has led Bowling Green in scoring. 13 times he has scored 20 or more points, and it's that supporting cast as well. Bowling Green, you don't know who's going to step up time in and time out, but you have shooters like Josiah Shackelford, Justin Thomas showing what he can do from distance, Javon Ruffin also excellent from outside. You talk senior leadership, Sam Towns, he can get it done on the glass. He can really help Bowling Green push in transition. The Falcons, it may not have been easy down the stretch of the regular season, but Bowling Green, once they get to Cleveland, they know 3 games in 3 days, they can come out on top against anyone. It'll be Bowling Green's defense if the Falcons want to win it all.
For this University of Toledo men's basketball team playing some of their best basketball of the season. Let's start on the offensive end. They're averaging over 80 points per ball game. They have an excellent inside-outside attack, and it starts with the backcourt of Sonny Wilson and Leroy Blyden, the two averaging 33 points per ball game between them. And then on the inside, you got Sean Craig and Austin Parks, two guys averaging double figures, 22 points a game between those two. Sean Craig, a guy that can score inside, stretch the floor out of the 4 spot. Austin Parks, big physical presence on the inside. But where this team has made their biggest improvements has been on the defensive end of the floor. In the first 21 games, Toledo is giving up 79 points per ball game. In the last 9, they're giving up around 72. A lot of that has to do with the insertion of Minor Strong into the starting lineup, an excellent perimeter defender. But then the third phase, bench production. Toledo in the last 9 is averaging just under 17 points per ball game. A lot of that in the hands of Jalen Owinga, Will James, and Kyler Vanderjack. If Toledo continue to play well in all 3 phases, they're going to have a chance to win a Mid-American Conference championship.
Hey everyone, Dane Richardson here, voice of the Flashes, and I'm here to state my case on why Kent State men's basketball can win the MAC tournament. I'll give you 3 reasons. Number 1, Coach Senderoff teams have shown in the MAC tourney when they're not the number 1 seed that they can win it. They won 4 games in 5 days as the number 6 seed back in 2017. They won it all in 2023 as the 2 seed, but I want to point to 2024. They came up just short in the title game against Akron from going back-to-back, but they were the number 8 seed, knocked off number 1 seed Toledo in that game on Thursday afternoon in the 1A matchup. Reason number 2, Kent State's starting 5 is pretty darn old. 2 juniors in the backcourt with Sion Medley and Jahari Williamson, then Morgan Safford, Rob Whaley Jr., and Rico Gillespie, all seniors in the front court. Reason number 3, the reason why I feel is the most important, Kent State in games decided by 5 or less points is 7-2. They know what it takes to win those close contests. It's going to be tough, but that's my case for why Kent State men's basketball can win this year's MAC tournament.
There are 2 major reasons for me why the Akron Zips are going to win the Mid-American Conference Tournament once again in this 25-26 season. First, John Gross, the head coach. John Gross has been phenomenal in not only continuing to build his Akron program, but build it to the way that every year it's about winning. The names and faces change on the playing roster, but nothing changes for John Gross. He's got a winning culture. He's got an attitude that if you're not about that, then quite frankly, this probably isn't the place for you. Gross has been sensational as he looks for, with his basketball team, their 3rd straight Mid-American Conference Tourney championship. Tavari Johnson also, you got to have the point guard, and Gross has got the point guard. 20 points, 5+ assists this season. He's been phenomenal. John Gross, Tavari Johnson, 2 major reasons why the Zips will win the 25-26 MAC championship.
What's up, everybody? It's Chet Mason, Miami alum, Hall of Famer, 2018 inducted, and I'm here to talk about why my beloved Redhawks will win the MAC tournament this year. First reason is we shoot the ball. We have to be the best three-point shoot team in NCAA, and that gives you a chance to be in every game. 3s for 2s, we take that any day. Our beloved Redhawks, man, they're playing defense. They're playing together. They're on one accord. And you can tell that group right there, they love playing with each other. Like, it's just something special. And it's the brotherhood. It's they playing like they brothers. They got each other back. And also the coaches are amazing. 31-0. I mean, you can't duplicate. 31-0 is 31-0 in Division I athletics. The MAC tournament, our Redhawks is going to You know what I'm saying? They're gonna shoot the ball, they're gonna play defense, the coaches are gonna be on point on their thing, and we're gonna host up another trophy. Man, love and honor, Miami University, the greatest university in the world. I'll be front row, and we're about to do some more big things. And it's not gonna stop after we win the MAC tournament. It's gonna go all the way through the NCAA tournament too.
That's going to do it for this special edition of Sports for CLE, previewing the Mid-American Conference Men's Basketball Tournament at Rocket Arena. You can watch all the games starting tomorrow, Thursday at 11 a.m. on ESPN+. Good luck to all 8 teams as they battle for that NCAA tournament bid. That's going to do it for this edition of Sports for CLE. We'll see you back here tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Have a great night, everybody. See you tomorrow at 4 on Sports for CLE.